Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another classic Who reaction. This is The Ark Part 3. Really enjoyed the first two episodes. Looking forward to continuing on to the next one. If you want the full uncut unedited reaction, you can head over to Patreon and get up to Part 4 of the 10th Planet over there. Don't think there's much more else to be said, so without further ado, let's just get straight into this.
What's happened? The head, it wasn't meant to be like that.
Oh, it was meant to be a human being. Now it's a monoid. Wonder why.
Well, I'm not sure, dear boy. However, the statue's finished. That means 700 years must have passed since we last stood here.
Is that why the place looks so grotty?
Must be.
But we've only been gone a few seconds.
Yes, I know, my dear.
Looks like some kind of kitchen.
Isn't there sort of slaves, aren't they?
Ooh,
What was that?
some sort of torture
Some kind of
device.
gun.
But the arm.
Yes, it appears the monoids have become overlords.
Doctor, look.
Who are you?
Things have obviously changed.
They can speak. They couldn't before.
I asked, who are you? Where did you come from?
We are visitors to this spaceship. We were here many centuries ago. We come as friends
Friends to whom?
to all who travel in this spaceship.
You mean
Humans and
other
monoids.
humanoids like yourself.
Well, yes, but...
Are the strangers one? Wait. Look.
Well, at least they've got recorded history, so they remember. You'd think that what the Doctor did for them, you know, it would earn them a little bit of gratitude.
It seems that when you were here before, the guardians of that day didn't believe that you could travel through time as well as space. Why have you come back?
The TARDIS made the decision.
Are you? The rest are prisoners. A fact that you will shortly see for yourselves. 2, take them away to the security kitchen, and then call a grand council.
I mean, the monoids sort of were second-class citizens, if you like, but they weren't treated badly.
I trust that their return won't give you any ideas, Maharis.
No, I am content to obey.
Well, some people might get
told you?
One of the
ideas.
subject guardians whispered it as he passed by the door just now.
Strangers. And what sort of strangers?
Human beings.
And I'm afraid the monoids will make very short work of them.
Oh, no, they've been taken prisoner.
Well, that proves it's only...
You will sleep here like the others of your kind. Above all else, you must always be obedient prisoners.
Doctor, did he say doctor? Have you been here before?
Yes, we have. But that's incredible. How in space could you do it?
If I were to tell
Well,
a young man...
how
he
in
wouldn't believe
time
me.
could you do it?
Far more important things to talk about.
We've got to find a way to get out of this place.
In a short while, Refusis will be ours. We will land there. We will
But
create
if
a
there are
monoid
people
world.
on
But
Refusius,
what about
like
the
they
Guardians?
sort of
I
implied
have a
in the
simple
second
plan
part.
that will destroy them. Wait.
Take no notice of him, Doctor. He was born a cynic.
He'll probably die one unless we do something quickly about this situation.
Are there many other guardians like yourselves held prisoner?
Oh, not many. The monoids only keep us alive because they enjoy being waited on.
Why don't you just jump on them? They're pretty slow-moving creatures, Monoid.
You forget they're armed and we're not. And those heat prods can be pretty lethal.
Right, but we could take the chance and seize one. Challenge them at their own game.
They're too careful. They never put them down.
Yes, we shall have to be pretty urgent, too. Time is running out.
While the others are preparing the launcher, go and get the doctor and the girl. You are reckless and stupid. Now you have gained only one thing, the death of another of your kind. Doctor, you and the girl will come with me.
Yeah, but I suppose you got to think about it. Like, are they really gonna let them come with them? No, I mean, you know, obviously we know because we've heard sort of the Monoids' conversation that they'll be the only beings on Refucius.
Why? Where are you taking them?
They will make
But-
the first landing on the planet Refusis. You will be held as a security.
They would
for
never
that contact.
let the humans come with them. Surely the humans must know that. Unless they just are living in hope. It'd be nice to see that in colour. Actually, that doesn't look too bad for a show made. This would have been what, 1965, maybe. Oh, have we got invisible people? Have we ever dealt with invisible people in New Who? I don't recall. If someone can clarify that for me in the comments, I'd appreciate it. Cheers.
Perhaps the audio space.
Come, see for yourself.
Ooh, excuse me.
It's a sort of a castle.
Why didn't the Refusians see the launcher arrive or make any moves to stop us?
Shall we find out?
Proceed.
Be interesting to see if the Refusians are civilized.
Anything like you, I've seen enough.
What?
Oh, nothing.
I will challenge them.
Well, I guess we can't look particularly nice to them.
They must be in this place somewhere when they hear what I'm doing.
Put that thing down!
It
There
never
is no way
solves
to establish
any.
The
Absolutely.
sooner they learn to respect us, the better.
Your friend is right. Put it down.
You won't need that now.
They must have landed by now. We should be getting a report from 2. Yes, 1.
What was the plan you had for destroying the Guardians and this spaceship?
A short while after we leave, they will disappear in a
The human race exists, you know, just in different locations as well, not just on this ship, right?
I bring you news. Why does everyone back away from him?
Because he's one of the subject guardians, what you'd call a collaborator.
What does your news amount to?
A collaborator.
But you must. It's
Go.
important.
Go back to your masters.
On this planet.
Yes, we've known for some time of the journey of the vessel you call the Ark, and we welcomed it.
Okay.
That's why we built places like this.
I see.
Oh,
Just to
so
make
this
us
wasn't
comfortable?
for
I
them.
didn't think you needed places like this for yourselves.
Yeah.
No.
So they made these places
We had a
literally
shape
for the
and form
people
something
on
like
the
you.
Ark.
Then there was a galaxy accident, a giant solar flare. Our place are peaceful.
I think they're both,
Child,
the Monoids and the humans,
I think I can hear
are
them coming
peaceful in their own way, but they're also interested in
We must
basically their own
return to
self-interests.
Lorcha. We must warn one and the others.
The
so
monoids
that
are maybe a little bit
deal with these
darker at what they're
creatures.
doing, willing to commit genocide.
Meaning only the monoids.
What about the monoid? Do you think he's gone back to the launcher?
We'll soon see.
Refuses to the spaceship Ark. Yes, to give us your report. Are the landings possible?
I must admit,
The planet
that
offers
action
everything
has
we
sort of
need.
turned me against the
I must
monoids
warn you.
completely.
Listen to this.
It.
Well, in that case, we shall just have to stay here.
Well, not sure I would fancy staying there. The bomb. Okay, so that was part 3 of the arc called The Return. An okay episode. I feel that this wasn't as good as the second one or even the first one. And very much it is a sort of different storyline, if you like. It's related, but it does feel like a subplot, maybe. Oh, I don't know if that's the right term. But it does feel like sort of two different stories. One you had in the past, now you have this story that's ultimately underlining the same, but it's in the future. The monoids, I get them not enjoying being second-class citizens. I get them taking control. Committing genocide, though, and murdering, it's, they've crossed the line. They've gone too far. And, yeah, I don't think there's any standout moments in this episode, really. Nothing that I can say, oh, yes, this is massive. I really enjoyed it, like I did with the last episode and sort of the epidemic. But let's break it down anyway. We start off with, we've come to the future. The place looks very dirty. We discover that they've also created some sort of automatic guidance system for the Ark. Here they have a look through the security cameras and basically find that the humans are working as slaves to the monoids. Not to get too controversial, but I wonder if their outfits were black, and this is sort of in a time where, in human history, where that sort of thing, and this was supposed to sort of represent that. I don't know. I'm just making a pure guess there. But anyway, moving back onto the story at hand, the humans are slaves to the monoids, and they've basically said that the Doctor and his companions will be working as well as slaves. We see video footage of them leaving at the end of part 2. So yes, we also then find out that the virus came back with a vengeance. Basically the virus mutated to become something even stronger. And that the vaccine the Doctor make only held back the initial one. Once the virus mutated, it literally wiped out the humans. And they didn't really mention the monoids, but it basically wiped out a majority of the humans. They basically then say that the Doctor is responsible for the reason why they invaded and took over in part, which I think is a bit of a cop-out. then they go to the work kitchen. Here we have sort of the Doctor and that sort of thing is just a legend. But if they have video archival footage, I would have thought that even to the humans, it wouldn't have been a legend. I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking too much into that. The Doctor is then sent to the kitchen and they inquire whether they've been, here before, whether it is them and how they did it. Here we have them talking about Refucius, the Refucians, and that they will be literally the only people on the planet. Then they talk about in the kitchen taking over, revolting. Ultimately, they try to rush the monoids, which leads ultimately to the death of a human. The Doctor and Dodo. I've got to get that right, I mixed up Stephen with Ian, now I've got to try and get Dodo right. I think part of the problem is that we didn't see the departure of Vicky. Now, I know Galaxy 4 is coming out, and I'm not sure if that's Vicky's last story or not. It will certainly be interesting to see that when it comes out on November the 22nd, I think it is. It's either maybe it's November the 15th. I might be mixing Lock and Key up with Classic Who. Lock and Key, October the 22nd. Then they land on the planet Refucius. We see that they are invisible, the Refucians. Here the Dodo is sort of questioning about how long it will take, and number 2 basically trips himself up. He says, it won't take as long as you think. And yeah, at that point, he's basically tripped himself up and exposed his secret, or the secret of monoids. Here we're looking for the Refucians, the monoid number 2, basically using violence to try and get the attention. Not a good idea. The Refucian then is able to stop the monoid, and basically the reason you shouldn't use violence is there is always going to be someone that is stronger than you. Here we learn that there is a bomb that's going to destroy the Ark. One of the basically collaborators, as he was called, has told the people, yet sort of refuses to do anything about it. The Doctor having a conversation with the Refucians, they knew about the Ark and the trip, and sort of talking that it has to be a peaceful civilization. Here we have a fight between one of the collaborators and the monoid. And then the Refucians destroy the lander. And the next episode will be the bomb. Okay, so that was my breakdown of the Ark Part 3. If you want to follow me over on social media, you can. The links are in the description below to both my Facebook and Twitter accounts. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.